Do you think your dog is just a regular pet? Think again. In this eye-opening video, you'll discover the surprising spiritual mission of dogs, which might completely change how you see these loyal companions. They are sent from the stars to teach us unconditional love and can even absorb illnesses to protect us. These amazing beings, who truly seem to be man's best friend, have a much deeper role than just caring for us and keeping us company. Before we talk about their purpose, let's explore their origins and some interesting details. It's well known that dogs descend from wolves and share genetic similarities, but the vast variety of dog breeds indicates something more complex. Some spiritual experts claim that dogs are being sent from the stars to teach humans unconditional love. While this may seem extraordinary, it's worth noting that some researchers believe octopuses may have extraterrestrial origins. Although a dog's physical body was born in this dimension, its energy could come from another source. We might think that dogs are less developed, but that's just an illusion of our judgment. Development is not related to intellect or social functionality but to soul and spirit. Dogs act as emotional therapists, always ready to come close, give a loving lick, and stay by your side when you are sad or down. Their mission might be directed at just one person or an entire group, performing impressive tasks and deeply impacting their families. A pet dog becomes an inseparable friend and hides some secrets behind this friendship. They offer not only companionship and love but also help create positive emotional energy and heal those around them, establishing a deep and special connection with their owners. Perhaps your dog has saved your life, and you didn't even notice. It's well known that pets have a positive effect on people's well-being, offering companionship in all of life's situations. However, there is a less discussed aspect. Some believe that our dogs, especially when they have a strong connection with us, can absorb serious illnesses that were meant for us. This happens because, according to some studies, they are capable of somatizing our stress, moods, and even diseases as a way to protect us, motivated by the deep love they feel for their owners. Indeed, dogs are a true blessing in our lives. There are reports of people, often shamans or healers, using this ability of dogs to try to treat human diseases and even in occult and black magic practices. If your pet has ever protected you from an illness or if you know a similar story, share it in the comments. How many people are capable of loving as purely and unconditionally as a dog loves its owner? This doesn't mean that humans are less evolved, but rather that dogs can teach us a lot about unconditional love. Based on their vital energy or chakras, the main chakras in dogs are the solar plexus and heart chakras, through which they receive and process energy, energetically protecting their human companions. It is common for a dog to become ill when its owner is sick or in danger. In extreme cases, there are reports of dogs allowing themselves to die after their owner's death, as if they had fulfilled a mission in their lives. While we think we are the ones who choose the dog, often it's the other way around. They appear at the right time through synchronicity and choose us. This encounter activates a zone in our brain that makes us decide for them. Each dog has the mission of teaching us unconditional love. They don't judge, criticize, or hold grudges. Even when they are mistreated or abandoned, they are capable of returning to their loving nature with patience and love. This teaches us to love without conditions, a valuable lesson we can carry for life. Dogs have a special connection with their owners and play an important role in the energetic balance of a home. They possess extrasensory perception that allows them not only to recognize physical dangers but also to absorb and transform negative energies around them. When a dog lives in an environment with dense energies, it can feel the effects of these energies before its owners. Therefore, it's important to keep them well hydrated and consider Reiki sessions to help them release unnecessary energetic loads. During sleep, both humans and dogs enter different frequencies and can experience astral travels. In these cases, dogs act as guardians on the astral plane, protecting their owner's energetic field. There are reports of dogs, in homes with intense negative energies, avoiding entering or even suffering severe consequences, such as death, by absorbing this negative energy. An example of this can be seen in the movie, The Conjuring, where the dog is affected by the energy of the house's environment. Dogs use panting and tail wagging as ways to sweat and eliminate toxins, cleansing the energy around them. This process is not just a reaction to fatigue or thirst but also a way of balancing chakras, especially the root and sacral chakras, which are responsible for vital energy in extrasensory perception. Unlike humans, dogs have a shorter lifespan and a specific mission of energetic protection and healing. Therefore, it is essential to take good care of them to maintain a harmonious and healthy environment. The cycles of regeneration of the human body, which occur every 7 to 10 years, are comparable to the life expectancy of many dogs. These animals accompany us throughout our life journeys, uplifting our emotions, teaching us unconditional love, and helping transform energies and cellular information. The howling of dogs, for example, has an energetic meaning. Their sensitivity allows them to perceive negative vibrations or impending events, like earthquakes. Many people report that their dogs become restless or howl incessantly before natural disasters, indicating an above-average perceptive ability. Dogs, like humans, are multidimensional beings and can sense when something happens to their human companions. However, aesthetic practices like tail and ear docking, considered energetic mutilations, continue to be performed despite being unnecessary. A dog's ears, which house the crown chakra, and its tail, as a source of vital force, are essential parts of their connection with the cosmos. Adopting a dog is one of the noblest acts we can perform, as it changes lives and elevates the energy of the environment. While responsible breeders exist, the sale of dogs often diminishes their intrinsic value, turning them into commodities. Abandoned dogs accumulate negative energies, but giving them a home creates a high-frequency energy field that spreads waves of love and positivity. After their death, dogs continue to accompany their owners in a more subtle dimension, demonstrating their loyalty beyond physical life. In Reiki sessions, therapists often report the presence of dogs caring for their human companions. In ancient Egypt, dogs played a significant role both in everyday life and spiritually, being associated with the god Anubis, who guided souls to the afterlife and protected tombs. The Egyptians believed that dogs possessed spiritual and protective properties that influenced even the afterlife. These animals played a crucial role as guides and protectors of souls during the transition to the afterlife. This belief was so deeply ingrained that dogs were often buried alongside their owners to accompany and protect them on their new journey. The existence of cemeteries dedicated exclusively to dogs demonstrates the deep respect and spiritual significance attributed to these animals in ancient Egypt. They were considered not only companions and protectors in earthly life but also guides and guardians in the afterlife. In ancient Mesopotamia, dogs also played an important role both in daily life and spiritual contexts. They were highly valued for their abilities as guardians and hunters and were widely used in homes and temples. Spiritually, dogs were closely linked to the goddess Gula, the goddess of healing and medicine, often depicted accompanied by dogs. It was believed that dogs possessed healing properties due to their connection with the goddess. In temples dedicated to Gula, sacred dogs were common, and people visited these sites seeking healing for their ailments, trusting in the healing abilities attributed to dogs. Additionally, in Mesopotamia, dogs were seen as protectors against evil spirits and negative forces. This belief was reflected in the practice of burying representations of dogs in the foundations of homes and other buildings to protect the inhabitants from spiritual dangers. Dogs were considered symbols of loyalty and protection, often honored through figurines and amulets. In the ancient Indian world, dogs also held special significance both in daily life and spiritual contexts. Spiritually and in everyday life, dogs were highly valued for their loyalty, vigilance, and abilities as pets. They played an important role in mythology and religious beliefs, especially in connection with the god Bhairava, a fierce manifestation of the god Shiva. Bhairava was often depicted with a dog, which was considered his vehicle and companion. For this reason, dogs were seen as sacred in certain contexts, with qualities of protection and preservation attributed to them. In Hindu literature and mythology, dogs appear in various narratives and epics. In the Mahabharata, one of India's most important epic texts, a dog accompanies Yudhishthira, the righteous king, on his final journey to heaven, symbolizing loyalty and righteousness. This dog is later revealed as the god of justice, Dharmaraja, emphasizing the spiritual and moral importance attributed to these animals. Additionally, dogs were seen as guardians of roads and crossroads, protecting travelers from dangers in the ancient Indian world. Therefore, in the ancient Indian world, dogs not only held significant importance as valuable companions in daily life but also as spiritual symbols of loyalty, protection, and a divine connection with the gods. And so, we come to the end of this incredible journey about the spiritual mission of dogs. If this story touched you and you learned something new about your four-legged friend, leave a comment and share your experiences. Your participation is crucial so we can continue bringing content that inspires and changes lives. If you enjoyed what you saw, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on fascinating stories like this, and leave a like to support our work. See you next time, and remember, your dogs have a lot to teach.